What's going on, folks, and welcome back to another Scum video. I hope you're all doing well. Again, thank you very much for your ongoing support. Now, today, I want to have a quick look at single and multiplayer. Now, if you want to join a multiplayer server, you simply, obviously, this is the main menu. You simply click on multiplayer, and then you go on to internet, for example, and you click refresh. Now, these are all the servers that you can join, and you can also, if you click players, it will give you the amount of players on the servers, and the top servers that there are, and all depending on what servers, with descriptions as well that you can join. And it will most of the time give you the ping. Some might take a little longer to show up, as you guys can see here. And that's how you get onto the multiplayer server. Now, if you want to go on single player, what you do is you click on single player, you click load, and you go into a single player server. That is your server and your server only. There is no way to actually get a friend to play on that server because you are hosting that, and you cannot get anyone else onto the server. It has been in question for a long time as to why. And we're still not really sure why there isn't a co-op option, so to speak. So most people are buying their own servers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto my private server, and I'm going to signing on here, and I'm just going to show you guys a couple of things that you can do in single player if you find it a little bit boring. So once you've learned everything, you've done everything, and you're like, I want to experiment with different things. I want to be able to learn how to do different things on the solo server. So even though I am technically going onto my multiplayer server, I'm going to show you a couple of different things that you can do as if it was a single player server. So I've got the server here, and I'm going to use this. So as you can see, I've just found a location here that I'd like to do the video in. So I'm going to do this here. And I'm going to show you a couple of things that are really, really cool. So let's say I've done everything in the game and I want to test and experiment with stuff. Well, what you do is you simply press T. Now, everything is done with hashtag spawn item. So you just literally type in, or just type in hashtag spawn, and then use the arrow key to go down. So you can spawn zombies, you spawn animals. Now, whatever one you want to choose, just press spacebar next to it and then go down again. And we can literally spawn anything we want in, and then just tap enter, and there you go. We've just spawned a deer in. Nice and simple. That deer is now live on the server, and I can shoot that or do anything. You know, I can kill it, eat the meat and stuff like that as well. So if we go back to hashtag spawn, and we can go down, there's also spawn is just one of the commands, by the way, that you can actually use. So we can spawn random animals, spawn a vehicle. Let's just spawn a vehicle quickly. This might get a little messy here, and you can scroll down to you just spawn, you know, whatever you want, spawn a car. And the other command is set. So you can set the time for the server, so you space, and then you can just press 0, for example, it'll be nighttime, hashtag set again, and we'll put 12. As you can see, we're now changing it back to daytime. So if you ever are struggling with nighttime and daytime on your single player server, these are the commands that you really want to use if you want to bump it back to daytime and not have to deal with the night. Now, we are all different. I do prefer the multiplayer servers. Now, if you go to weather, if we set the weather to 1, for example, we can get it raining. And if we set the weather, which doesn't seem to work too well with 4. So if I type in weather and then do that, that seems to take it back there. And also at the same time, you can set fame points to all. For example, let's put 100,000 or 10,000 fame to all. And as you can see, everyone on the server right now has 10,000 fame points. There are different ways you can do this. If you just put a hashtag, you can also see other things that you can use here. Teleport, location. You can even put an announcement out. So I'm going to put an announcement out on the server. And you can see that it puts an announcement out. So you can see that there. Now, there are a few other things that you want to do. If you want to start spawning in your own weapons and stuff like that, you can do. So if you put hashtag spawn item and then type in the gun. So let's go for an M16, for example. Look, M16 pops up. Let's try the Car 98 car. There we go. Car 98. There we are. And we have a pristine 100% Car 98. And if we wanted to spawn the ammo in, I'll just put hashtag spawn item 5. And that's what I use personally. I always put hashtag spawn item 5, and it takes you down, and you can eventually find the right ammo for it. Now, the right ammo for the Car 98 is a 79257, so if I just put one of them, you can see that I can, if I put that into my my trousers there, Okay, didn't mean to do that. Let's get rid of the shoes and put that here. You can see now I can reload it now. So that is one way that you can actually do this. And it's very, very handy, especially if you want to set up events on your own server and that. You could just spawn loads of stuff like this. This is a multiplayer server, by the way. So it might be a little bit confusing, but you can still use all these commands on multiplayer servers or admin, or single player or multiplayer servers. For example, if I type in #SH, it will give me the show info. So if I go down to show info, space, go down to true, you can also see here, now I've listed all the players on the map, and I can see everyone on the map currently right now that are on my server. So you can see all these different names. Now, if I click on them names, I will teleport directly to that person. But I'm not going to do that right now. And the other thing I wanted to show you guys, most importantly, was this here. Set God mode to true. Right, so now that I've set God mode to true, I can go into crafting. Now, there is a little bit of an issue with the God mode, because it should enable the skill automatically. So you need to set advanced engineering before you actually go into the server. Otherwise, you can't craft or build anything. So what God mode does is, let's just say I build that wall there. Right, now it's saying I need 42 long sticks, 28 planks, and a knife. Well, I can just press F and build it. That's what God mode does. It enables you to build instantly. If I hold F, upgrade, because I've got my engineering to advanced, I can go all the way up to this wall right here, and I can do the same with this wall too. And you could basically experiment with making the biggest base in the world if you really wanted to. And you can do plenty of things with this. You can just place anything anywhere. And I'm going to make a right mess here on purpose because I'm going to blow it up right at the end of the video. So you can see we've got some storage places. You know, you can even put probably some foundations. Yeah, let's whack a foundation down. Yeah, why not? So if we just tap F, and I did show this in a previous video, hold F, adjust height, and then you can adjust the height like this for your foundation before you put the cabin down, because you can't currently put cabin down without this. You need to have this wooden thing out here in the woods if you're going to put a cabin on top of it. So that's pretty much the basics of spawning stuff in. Now, if I wanted to spawn a zombie in, for example, #spawn Z to spawn zombies in, and I can now spawn in, hit enter, and I've spawned one. So, as you can see here, he's now dead, and my ears are ringing because I didn't have any earplugs on either. So, it's definitely something to consider, especially if you're in single player and you want to start spawning stuff in, or even setting the time, weather, fame points. I can even set my hair length, which is like 1 to 10, so you can try that. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much what I wanted to show you guys today. So if you ever want to spawn anything in, it's always #spawn item space, then choose what you want. So if I wanted to wear pants, I could, look, I've got all the pants there now. Everything that has pants in the game is there. Now if I go back to spawn item, let's go crossbow. So crossbow, all of these here, including all the bolts. Look, carbon bolts. So I could spawn a bolt in here, as you can see. There you go. We'll just rotate that, put that down there like that. So hopefully this would have helped you guys out a little bit in what to do. It's very simple the way it works. You just #spawn item, #set, #sh. And the more you do it, the more you'll get used to it. And if you want to build without having to use the items, set God mode. But don't forget that you do need to have high engineering, advanced engineering. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to spawn item space C4. So I'm going to spawn 2 packs of C4. So I'm going to place this here, and I'm going to put that one. Let's put that one down now, and let's put this one over here by the wall. I'm going to arm this, and we're going to hopefully blow all these to smithereens. Here we go. I've got to run because they actually made the time. And that's pretty much how you do that. Guys, thank you for watching the video. I'm going to leave it there for today, and hopefully you take something away from it as well. So if that makes your single player series a little bit more interesting, fantastic. That's what I'm here for. Also, you can use these on multiplayer servers. We didn't go into the full admin controls, like we haven't gone into drone mode or anything like that. I'm strictly just here to show you today how to spawn items in, what God mode does, how to change the time, change the weather, etc. as well. Just don't get yourself killed by the end of it. And if you do anything like this, always have a shelter. Guys, stay safe, peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.